I'm Sean Delaney. I'm the Executive Director here at Lawyers Alliance for New York. Pro bono, for the good in the Latin, is the expression that we lawyers use to describe volunteer service by those who practice law. There are established organizations, like my own, Lawyers Alliance for New York, that helps unite nonprofits and those who want to start nonprofits with pro bono counsel. And there are many other programs elsewhere in the country, sometimes sponsored by bar associations, sometimes sponsored by law schools, and you really need to be a bit resourceful in doing your research. You really should have the help of a lawyer throughout the life of your organization and even before you decide to form your organization. Making a successful pro bono relationship really is about understanding and communication. Pick up the phone to send a text or an email message to your counsel when you need to speak, and always reach out to your pro bono lawyer whenever you have any doubts. At the outset, it's absolutely essential that your pro bono lawyer not only understands what your legal needs might be, but also understands how your business works and how it's going to be impacted by the legal work that the lawyer does. You don't necessarily know when you have a legal issue, but they will be able to help you work through that. Another consideration really is whether the lawyer is taking the time to understand your business. They're not going to be effective as they can be if they don't understand your organization, what its programs are, what its various revenue streams are, in order to be able to understand how the legal work will impact your operation. So a lawyer who takes the time to do that is going to be the right lawyer for you. Far too many nonprofits use volunteers who may be board members and who may not be particularly expert in the kind of legal problem the organization is struggling with. For example, you wouldn't want a divorce lawyer to be running a real estate deal. Under the best of circumstances, the relationship that you will develop with your pro bono counsel will be a collaboration. That pro bono lawyer will help you think through the issues that affect your organization and will do much more for your organization than to make sure it's legally compliant. Pro bono engagements can range from a 20-minute conversation to major projects, development projects, for example, that go on for 10 years or more. The pro bono work that Lawyers Alliance and its volunteers do that tends to be completed in a single session, often is nothing more than a phone call, can involve, for example, an employment problem. A nonprofit organization and its manager might decide that they want to take on someone who would serve as a consultant to the organization. And they may want to know whether that person needs to be treated as an employee or as a consultant. It can be very important because there will be penalties for having misclassified an employee like that, but it's something that's fairly easy to resolve in a short telephone conversation. Now, obviously, not all lawyers and not all law firms are willing to donate substantial amounts of time to every project that comes along. And that's something that needs to be discussed at the outset to the extent that anyone can tell just how much time is going to be involved in completing the work. One of the things we always advise our client organizations, especially those who are new to working with pro bono counsel, is they really can't be shy about complaining if something isn't going well. Folks need to be willing to speak up, either directly or through a pro bono organization, if there is one, to make sure that their lawyer is being responsive to their needs and to make sure that the project is getting done on time.